All right, folks, let's do this. It's week one. Let's see how week one is going to roll out for biology class this week. Um, so I'm going to be making a video like this every week for you just to roll through each of the assignments that are on the online notebook just to kind of give you some clarification and to explain them maybe with words instead of written words. So that'll help make more sense to you on what you need to do and what you need to actually produce. Again, if you run into any problems and you're not sure, is this going to work or is that going to work or exactly what are you looking for or anything like that, text message me, you can call me. I've mentioned on the expectations that you can call me, but I may be in meetings or I may be on the phone with another student. And so calling isn't always guaranteed. Text messages, I can usually respond pretty quick. Emails, I'll get to you in the same day. And then don't forget office hours between 1:30 and 3 for any of the work that you need to do. So let's go look at the assignments that you have going on this week. All right, so where can you find these assignments? You are into the online notebooks, semester 2, biology lessons. When you first click on them, it's going to bring you into the expectations page, okay? You have to actually come over here and click on week 1. I'm doing that for week 1 just so everybody sees the expectations first and you've gone over those. But when we get into week 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, I will move these around so that the week that we are on is the first thing to pop up. But for now, you have to click over to week 1. All right, on the top, what do you have? You got topics. What are we going to be talking about this week? Well, we're reviewing Unit 7 information. We're going over, we're finishing off the unit that we basically were doing right up until we had to leave for spring break early. Again, remember that week we left early. We were supposed to take a test that week. We were supposed to have a concept map due that week. We were going to turn in notebooks. And so, like some of you might have thought, oh, this is sweet. I don't have to do any of that stuff. Well, but it also missed out on an opportunity for a lot of you to improve your grade. And so I definitely want to give you an opportunity to take all that learning, those activities that we did, and get some kind of credit out of them through the 2 most important ways, which is our notebook and our tests for the class. So we're going to finish up that Unit 7. How are we going to do it? There's a description here just basically saying why we're doing Unit 7 and why I think this is a good place for us to start, because you already have this stuff in your notebook, your science notebook. Hopefully you brought that home with you. I know if people left it in their lockers, there's still a little issue on how we're figuring that out right now. But you should have the notes. You should have been in class going over the notes with me. I've explained them to you. We've drawn things. We've glued in stuff. This should be information that you should be familiar with at this point. And so I wanted to give you familiar information. And then the tricky part this week is how do we do this online stuff, because this is a whole new thing for us. So hopefully this stuff is somewhat familiar. All right, after the description, you will see a link every week for this video. So I'm going to be linking this video right off of here. If you ever want to click on it, right there. Again, it's available on the YouTube channel, which this links to. All right, very important here in yellow. What you want to pay attention to in yellow, this is the list each week of things that you need to get done and turn in. The first thing I want to make sure to point out to everybody, and maybe I should even turn that into red just so everybody gets that, is the way we are doing attendance is we are going to see who is logging in and kind of doing the work that they're supposed to be doing. The best way for me to know that you are doing this is to check the log in Jupiter Grades and see, have you logged into Jupiter Grades this week? All right. I'm not going to be checking if you logged into this online notebook. I'm going to be checking if you logged into Jupiter Grades at any point between Monday and Monday and Sunday of this week. And so make sure by Sunday night that you've at least logged into Jupiter Grades once, which how could you not, because you're going to turn all this stuff in through Jupiter Grades. But make sure you've logged in so I can at least give the attendance list to the office and let them know that you are at home doing what you're supposed to be doing. All right, so that's first thing. Make sure you log into Jupiter Grades. All right, you're going to do the concept map. You're gonna make the actual map, and you're going to make the summary. We'll get to that in a second. Your study guide, which should have glued into your notebook, and you should have gotten a good portion, if not all of it, done already. And then you're going to take a picture of all 3 pages, and you're going to turn that into Jupiter Grades. The essential questions that were for Unit 7, we did those together in class. I've done checks on those. You should have been finishing those. If you finish them, your life is nice because you're just going to have to take pictures of them and turn them in on Jupyter. If you have not finished those essential questions, I'm going to give them to you, and then you need to answer them and take pictures of the answers and turn them into Jupyter grades. And then at the end of the week, the exam is going to be online, and we're going to go over that in just a bit as well. Okay, so concept map, study guide, essential questions, and online test. All right, if you do not know how to turn things in, like a concept map, you make it on paper. Well, how do I turn that in? If you're not sure how to do that, the link to this video right here, how do I turn in paper assignments, is going to show you how to go onto Jupyter and turn all that stuff in. So anytime you forget, go click on that and find out how to do that. All right, assignment number 1, concept map. I'm hoping that everybody's at least done one concept map with me. I know a lot of people that came over from Mr. Renneker's class may have only done one concept map with me at this point. But if you are not sure how to do a concept map, there's a video right here, how to complete a concept map, and then also how to turn that in online. So both videos are instructional. I'll show you how to do that. These are the words for the concept map. Again, you had them glued into your notebook, but if you don't, here they are right here. And you can do this on just regular notebook paper. If you have printer paper for the concept map, great. Obviously, you're not going to get the large legal sheet piece of paper that we would normally use for concept maps. Do the best you can. If you're going to do it on lined paper, please do it in pen so it's easier for me to see the words and see what you're writing. If you do it in pencil with the lines there, it makes it really hard to see. So pen would be better if you're going to do lined paper. Lined paper is fine. You want to write the summary on the back, fine. You want to write the summary on a second piece of paper, that's fine too. All right, so do that all on paper, take pictures and turn it in. Study guide. Okay, again, you should have had it in your notebook. I've got 3 pictures. This is a picture of the first page, picture of the second page, picture of the third page. Okay, if you have it glued in, you can just write the answers in on the one you have in your notebook. If you do not have it, or you do not have it glued in, or you can't find it, I would click on these pictures. You're going to have to copy these questions down and then write the answers to them so that you're studying for the quiz at the end of the week. As far as the answers go, to make sure you're studying the right stuff, there's a video right here where I actually go over every single question on these 3 pages and how to answer them and explain why. So if you're not sure how to answer any of these questions, click on this video. It'll take you to an instructional video showing you how to go over the study guide. And that's probably something you're going to want to do relatively right before you go take the test, so your information is fresh and you know exactly what to talk about, and when you take the multiple choice test, what the answer is going to be. Okay, so I need pictures of this done. So we got pictures of the concept map, we got pictures of the summary with the concept map, we got pictures of the study guide. Assignment number 3, those essential questions from Unit 7. Again, I think just about everybody who's been coming to class has these in, probably already has them already answered. Maybe you haven't done number 4 yet, but that's easy to bust out. You don't need to rewrite these on a separate sheet of paper. Just take a picture of the question and the answer that you have in your notebook, the question and the answer for each one. Do them separately, because I'm going to make a different assignment in Jupyter. I'm going to have assignment essential question 1, a different assignment essential question 2, a different assignment for number 3, and a different assignment for number 4. So you'll do picture into number 1, picture into number 2, picture into number 3, picture into number 4. So put them on 4 different pictures and make sure that I can see them and read them, because I'm going to read those just like I would normally read them in your notebook chat. Okay, so make sure you got pictures for those. And then assignment number 4 is the online quiz. If you've never taken an online quiz through Jupyter, here's the link to a video to show you how to do it. Couple important things, and I mentioned this in the video as well. Once you click start on the exam, you're going to have 2 hours to complete it. So don't click start unless you are ready to go. Yes, you can have materials out. I mean, how am I going to stop you anyway, right? Am I going to come to your house or something? Nah. So if you want to have materials out, you want to have notes out, you want to have videos available, you want to have whatever you think will help you on the test to get the right answer, you can have that stuff out. Okay. And that's it for the week. 4 basic assignments. Online quiz at the end, essential questions, the study guide, and the concept map. And don't forget to log into Jupyter. It's very important, or else you're going to have Ms. Mitrovic and the vice principal giving you a call and saying, what's up? Other than that, that is week 1 for biology. And if you run into any problems or any questions with these things, please let me know. Again, text me. You can email me. Phone calls will work if I'm available. If I'm not, I would text me to set up a time or tell me to call you back when I get a chance. Voicemails aren't always the best way to get a hold of me, so I wouldn't leave voicemails unless you have a lot of information you need to record down for me. But Jupyter messaging, text messaging, and emails are a way to get a hold of me. And remember, office hours are going to be from 1:30 to 3 o'clock, Monday through Friday. All right. Good luck, everybody. I think you're going to be successful this week. I'm hoping that this will pump up everybody's grade who definitely needs the help, but you can't get your grade up if you don't do the work. So make sure you get the work done, and we'll see those grades going up and can get everybody not only passing, but hopefully A's and B's in the class. All right. Have a good time this week with the work.